Well, it was a thrilling ride and it was a long ride. And this afternoon, the Rainbow Wahine softball team returned to Honolulu after being eliminated Saturday in Oklahoma City in its first ever college softball World Series appearance. Hawaii was on the continent playing postseason ball since May 10th.
You know, I think just being on the road that long and being okay with being on the road that long, because you know you're winning, right? So you're winning, you're staying on the road, you're continuing on, and being there together with each other and being able to celebrate those, you know, those milestones, it was just, it was amazing.
It was really cool that all the people really were cheering on Hawaii, and they treated them like they were from a foreign country. You know, remember they're always wanting their autographs.
The atmosphere at the stadium was pretty awesome. We had been there and we'd actually played some games there in the summer for travel ball, but the stands were mostly empty when we played. But there, I think there were record crowds at World Series, and just that the whole atmosphere there with the huge crowds, everyone with tea leaves.
You dream of that stadium. You watch it on TV, and then to actually be there, it was surreal. It was surreal to be there, just because everyone watched it on TV growing up, and then now you're actually there.
I watched every World Series growing up. Didn't matter where I was, family vacation, all the time, just always watched it every single year. So to actually see it in person and be there was just, you know, a lifelong dream that was amazing to fulfill. You know, it's an atmosphere that no one can describe, and I'm so fortunate that I got to go and got to play there, because not too many people can say that they have.
It was something I've been waiting for my entire life. It's something you dream of as a kid. You can ask any Division I softball player. I know that's like a dream everyone has, and to feel, you know, that you belong there and that you deserve to be playing against the best, and you are the one of the top 8 teams in the nation, is a great feeling. So you just try to soak all of that in and go and continue to play as best as you possibly can.
That field meant everything to all of us. Like, as kids growing up and watching that on TV, like, that was the field. And not even playing on it, just stepping on that field was just such an experience of like, this is it. Like, I am literally at the end of what we all strive, you know, where we all want to be at the end of our season at this moment in time, and I'm here. And I think we all just really were trying to soak it in and enjoy it.
Yes, the day that they did their video to shoot, I mean, it was weird because they didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to handle themselves. Like, the camera's there, and they did a few takes because they didn't want them looking at the camera, just walking straight, and then like everybody's giggling because it was just new for them.
I mean, I watched the College World Series every single year. We watched it. We were just a huge softball family, and so we always were watching softball. If it was on TV, we watched it. And this is so silly, but one of the things that I was so excited about was doing my intro. I'm like, oh, I get to say my own name. Like, hi, I'm Kelly Majum, and I'm from Pine Valley, California. And then back then they did like a silly fact or something about you. And
aloha, I'm Kelly Majum. I'm a redshirt freshman from Pine Valley, California, and my hometown is so small that there are 0 stoplights.
That was something like my whole family was so excited about. Like, what are you gonna say? What's your fun fact gonna be? And so just that, like, silly stuff, we were just so pumped about.
I remember, I think, coming out of an interview with ESPN right before going onto the field, and it's just really surreal. And the ESPN interviews, I remember being a little uncomfortable because I'm not used to being on TV at all. And then as soon as you step out of that, it's like game time again.
Obviously, when Tracy hits that home run against Missouri.
Tracy Yoshikawa, skies one, and Hawaii has done it again! For the second straight game, a 2-run, come from behind home run has given them the lead.
Those leaves are working.
I
think growing up, I always watched, the World Series on TV, and I really want to get to there, at some point, and for me to actually step onto that field, play a game, actually hit a home run in that atmosphere on TV where everybody's watching was, the greatest like softball moment for me.
Just to see the fans there, like Coach Ron from men's golf was there. Gavin Peterson was there. He's coach at Utah basketball. He came down. I think he might have been at UOP back then. And just to see my mom in the stands and the fans, the family.
To watch her in her career getting to do and experience what every little girl wants, from the time they're 8 years old. That's, you watch that but thinking, someday this is going to be you. You're going to be here doing this. And it's just like, as a parent, again, it's just sheer joy. That's all you want, is for your kids to be happy and have great experiences. And she got to do that.